Hi, and welcome back to Channel Engineer, and today I'm passing on a good tip to you, okay? And it's a golden rule that I tend to hand out to everyone that I meet in that's taking on engineering. And this is it, okay? The golden rule number one, okay? And that's about where you buy your components from. Okay, doesn't matter what you're buying, whether it's tools, electronic components, kit, or anything like that. Okay, the main rule is only use preferred suppliers. Okay, the absolute, not these fly-by-night ones that sell on places like eBay and Amazon and things like that. Okay, they don't have a really huge audience. Okay, they don't have a really good customer base. Okay, go to the more reputable suppliers. Okay, and the preferred suppliers in the industry, simply because you want what you pay for. Okay, you will not get that if you go. Well, usually you can, but usually you get burnt if you go to one of these third-party retailers through eBay or Amazon, things like that. And I'm telling you to pass on this bit of information because I failed, okay, doing that. Okay, I broke my rule and I actually got myself burnt, okay, by doing that. Before I go on, preferred suppliers, okay, you really want to, and the ones that the big boys out there, okay, you want to stick with, simply because if anything goes wrong with your products, okay, or your items that you buy, you can send them back and you get the stuff back usually next day. They do supply next day. If you're producing any items in bulk, okay, you're producing or you're developing a project or a device for retail or anything like that, or mass producing, or you could be a startup company. Okay, you've got this fantastic idea, you want to build something. Okay, go to the big boys. Okay, places like RS Electronics, Farnell and all their subsidiaries like One Core and Element 14 and what have you. Go with companies like Mouser, Rapid Electronics, places which you can guarantee to get hold of this component multiple times and in bulk orders. You can buy them in one-offs, you can buy them in multiples, you can go back to them if there's a problem, you can distribute, you can get thousands of these things. Okay, rather than the other ones, the crappy little Amazon ones, which might only do one-off components. It might be end-of-line stuff that they're selling and they don't actually tell you. So you design your circuit around this fantastic component, it's cheap, it's brilliant, it does what it says on the tin, great. You go back to them, you ask for say 10 more because you got a couple of orders in, or you're making them for someone else, and it turns out no, you can't actually get hold of this anymore, so you have to go back to the drawing board and design and build everything from scratch all over again. So all that work you've put into producing your fantastic product, okay, means absolutely jack shit. Yeah, brilliant, you got a one-off one working, that's no good if you got a repeat, or that's no good if your components blow, okay, or you damage them in the process of making this wonderful thing and you can't get hold of the buggers anymore. Or another reason why not to go with them, buy the component once, it works brilliantly, second time round, okay, if it's a module or something like that, like a shield from Arduino, okay, designed by some third party person you never heard from, or then you're gonna get into trouble because it may work the first time, second time around you start running into problems, you think, what the bloody hell isn't this working now? It's because they've caught you in a trap. Okay, you bought the first one, it worked fantastic, you go away, you buy half a dozen more because they seem really good, really great, and they don't work. Okay, you've got yourself a whole load of crap that you can't use, and generally speaking, half of them will actually disappear off into the ether, into cyberspace and what have you, especially if you're buying online. You'll never hear anything of it again, you'll probably lose all your money in the process as well. Let's stick with the big boys. And why am I telling you this? Because, like I said, I did get burnt. I was running out of these things here. You've seen these on my CNC videos, okay? My milling tools, okay, for producing PCBs. I was sorting out my machine. I looked through what tools I've got, and I've had a shock of my life. I've found, oh my god, I've only got one tool of one particular, like 31 thou. Okay, I've only actually got one left. Okay, and one in the tool pack which I'm currently using, which is spent. It's like, bugger. That's going to be a problem if I have to do quite a few boards. Okay, so I'm not going to have enough tooling. So all the other tools I found, shit, I'm running out. Crap, do something, go out and buy them. And I was looking around, and these tools, you know, they're not cheap. If you go to you know, a specific retailer or a PCB house or anyone like that, you know, somebody can come in at say 20 quid each, and I need say 40 or 50 of them. That's a hell of a lot of money to lay out. Okay, in the case of this one, these T-Tech ones, can buy them from the US, works out a little bit cheaper. Okay, half the price. Brilliant, I can save a lot of money. But after working them out, I spent about £1,500 on retooling. And speaking to my boss and speaking to my colleague Gerald, and I said, well, can't you get them from anywhere else in the UK? So I can't get them cheaper. So well, I'll have a look about, see what I can find out, but I've never had much luck before. You know, as you know, in the UK, we're not a big, you know, producer of anything nowadays. It's all bloody banking and finance, you know. All manufacturing is almost ceased, which is a pain in the arse, especially if you're in the engineering industry here and you need to get hold of stuff like this. You need to get it overseas generally, and it is shit expensive. But yeah, so I had to look at that, and just out of curiosity I went on Amazon and I found someone that actually sells CNC milling tools. Okay, I was like, whoa, brilliant, great, okay, well, let's have a look. Ooh, they sell the entire range. They sell drill bits, they sell end mills, they sell routers. It's like, ooh, that's really useful. Oh, they're in the sizes that I want as well. And not only that, they're dirt cheap, you know. Pack of 10 for, you know, £12 for, you know, 0.8mm end mill. You know, 20 quid for a pack of 10 0.25mm tools. Okay, so you know, around 10 thou and my 31 thou tool sizes. It's like, yeah, brilliant, great. I know what I'll do. I'll get in a couple of these, I'll take a look at them, I'll try them out, see what they're like. Unfortunately, I forgot the golden rule, don't bloody trust the bastards, because generally they rip you off. And yes, I did get ripped off. Not in the fact that I didn't receive anything, or received completely the wrong thing, because I didn't. Well, I did receive quite completely the wrong thing, but these you know, tools which I was after, and come in packs of 10, and these are what I got. I bought myself some 0.25s, 0.25mm, some 0.1mm, 0.8mm, and some 1.5mm end mills. Just try them out, okay? Get a selection in, 10 of each, you know, 40 quid for a pack of, for, you know, almost 30 tools. Bugger all, you know, less than £1 each, you know, about £1 each. Really brilliant. 30 tools, 40 quid, you know, not bad. And I got them. They turned up reasonably quickly, within a week. Boxes labelled up, 0.8s, 0.25s, 1.5. Yeah, great, sounds good. Said on there, carbide, still carbide tools. Yeah, they are still carbide tools. Let's just crack open one of these. Let's crack open this one, because I've had it open already. I've actually looked at the tools. Okay, and there they are, the carbide ones. They look very similar to these. Okay, here we go. The only trouble is, when I looked at these, can you see what they are from there? Maybe, maybe not. These are not end mills. They're drill bits. 0.8mm drill bits, not 0.8mm end mills. These ones are what I've got, the 1.5mm end mills. You can see those. They're not end mills, they've actually turned into 1.5mm contour routers, or slot drills, if you want to call them that. Okay, they're designed to cut on the edge, okay? And my 0.25s turned into 0.25mm drill bits as well. And I'll actually show you the difference in a moment. But I wasn't happy with that. I told them what I thought about them, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're really sorry. We'll send you some. Then we'll send, we'll replace them. Okay, send them back to us." A week later, got them back, and lo and behold, they sent me back exactly the same bloody ones. Okay, I know they're the same ones because the freaking labels are in exactly the same places, just like on the 0.25s where they stuck the bloody barcode over the top of these. Okay. Same ones, drill bits and contour routers again. Obviously they don't know what the bollocks hell they're selling. Okay, and that is my point. Okay, you cannot trust them. Go to the big boy retailers. Okay, and yeah, this is after sending them back and getting them replaced. And I contacted them again, and lo and behold, they don't exist anymore. Okay, yes, they're still selling on Amazon, but for some reason they're not picking up the phone when I try to call them. Email them, I haven't had back a response yet. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll flash up the invoice now. So here it is. This is what I bought. Okay, these are the tools, and as you can see, they're dirt cheap. They are what they say they are. Now, if you take a look at the pictures, all the pictures are all identical. Okay, and I thought to myself at the time, oh, okay, he's just picked out, one particular image. One tool looks similar to another. You don't think biggie about it. Big mistake. Okay, there's a problem there. It's not showing you what they're actually selling. So I should have really picked up on that. And also the price, fairly cheap. There's got to be a catch. Well, I only got in a few tools, okay, just to try them out. That's the idea, because I weren't fully trusting them. It was a trial, so I didn't burn myself as much as I would have done if I bought the entire bloody tool set that I wanted, over £1,000 worth. And yeah, but yeah, take a look. They are not what they say they are. And if we take a look now, get my microscope switched on, you can actually compare the difference between the tools. So as you can see, this is my, I've actually run out of the 31 thou tool, okay, the 0.8mm one. I run out of that now, that's in the bin, so I can't really show you that, but I can show you what 625 end mill looks like. End mills are roughly all the same, okay. They've got a very, very, very flat end, okay, because they're designed to cut on the tip. The ones that they sent me end mills, these particular ones, you can see from the tip, it's actually for penetration, okay? It's not a flat tip, and if you try and mill this, you're going to have to dig into the board, into your substrate quite a lot. You'll end up putting grooves into your PCB material. If you're not careful, if your substrate is particularly thin, 0.8mm, 0.6mm, something like that substrate, you've got to do top and bottom side, you're only going to have points of a millimetre, of your substrate left. Okay, it's ridiculous. You have no substrate left, and more than likely, if you've got to adjust to cut it a little bit deeper because your board isn't flat, you'll end up puncturing through the board when you do the reverse side. Crap, you can't use these as end mills. And I'll just show you what the other ones were, the contour routers, what they sent me, okay, not end mills, they were contour routers, okay, as you can see from the very tip, claw shapes, okay, designed to grab the material, to dig into the material, they're that particular shape so they can get rid of all the crap deep within the hole that you're actually doing. It's a slot drill, or it's a router, okay, it's a contour router for cutting on the side. You can tell it cuts on the side because of the actual shape of the bloody the bit, it's diamond cut. It's a bit like a chip breaker, okay, sort of thing. It's designed to cut on the edge, okay, this diamond shape. It's not an end mill. Yes, you can get away with using it as an end mill again, but you end up with really, really crap results, okay. You have to dig it in deep, and the edges of your bolt, your copper, what's left behind, they're going to be ragged to hell. It's not going to be a particularly smooth a finish. So that's that. So my advice to you, don't buy cheap, okay? Don't trust these fly-by-night third-party vendors, okay? Check them out. If you really want to go for them, yeah, buy a sample, okay? Or ask them for a sample. Ask them first, see if you can get a freebie off them. Say that you're interested in, you know, bulk buying. You need 40 of these. Can I have one of them just to check to make sure that it is, you know, suitable for my needs? They'll probably say yes if you're after a bulk load, okay? Definitely will, because they know that they're going to be raking in a moolah in the end. If not, then just buy a single one off if you can. If not, the minimum quantity. Don't spend, you know, 60, 70 pounds on, which I did, you know, 40 quid on a load of crap. Well, that could have been, you know, £1,000 worth of crap, but hey ho. But yeah, so getting some test ones. Check them out if you're going to go to these third-party vendors, okay, before you actually buy them. Make sure that they have been selling for a bloody long time, and check out the other stuff that they're actually selling along with them. These guys, they sold a hell of a lot of these, of the entire range, but they also sold household cleaning stuff, you know, general vacuum cleaners, clothes, you know, absolutely anything on the high street, okay? There's an Aladdin's cave of stuff. So if you're after specialist stuff, it's not really a person to go to, because they probably won't know what the hell they've got in their hand. They've just bought a bulk load of whatever crap it was going to ship, sold it on at a profit, okay, to you. Well, it said on the packet, yeah, brilliant, okay, open up the packet, they're not going to know, you will, and you're the one that's actually going to get, you know, kicked in the arse, you know. So that's it. And also, you never know where the bloody stuff's coming from. This was done on a UK-based website. It was supposedly done all in pounds, all in from the UK, distributed from here. Turns out that it's actually been sent from Frankfurt, okay, not from here, okay, so more bullshit. So if you do go with the, you know, the fly-by-night ones, as I like to call them, okay, the arses of the world, make sure you give them a good look, okay, check out what they're actually like. And wherever possible, don't use them, okay? Especially if you're going to be doing this as your ultimate product, which you're going to sell, you're going to mass produce. Go to someone, proper retailer, like I said, RS, One Call, Farnell, Element 14, Mouser, DigiKey, Rapid, you know, all these big ones. If you want any equipment, then go to equipment retailer like SJ Electronics, if you want to, you know, the whole selection. If you want one-off things like scopes and stuff like that, go to a place like Tektronix, go to Agilent, okay, go to Amritsu and whatever, get yourself some decent gear direct from them, okay, unless obviously that is sell it on these, you know, on these big boy sites like RS and One Call Farnell. They all sell kit as well, and yeah, they do bulk discounts as well, and you can get freebies from them. Say that you're interested in buying a shitload but you want a sample, they will send you one more than likely. Although if they do that, you're probably going to get bugged to hell by sales engineers calling up every 5 minutes just to make sure that you put through this huge order. Okay, so you never get anything for free. Normally you get a huge headache afterwards if you want a freebie, but you know, it's always worth getting a sampling. So, saying that, be careful. Pick your suppliers wisely. Cheap isn't always great, okay? Can be a huge cost in the end. See you next time.